Hey everybody, AwesomeMattG here, and today we're going to have another Minecraft server update video. So like normal, I flew around and found out who had made some changes and talked to a couple people who said they didn't want their places viewed. So I've marked them off, so we're not going to drop by their place. But all of them basically said that hopefully next week they'll have something good for us. So we should be able to see all of the missing people stuff next week, hopefully. So here we are at the spawn point again. Not much has changed here so far. Tricky said he was going to have to take a week or two before he started work on his project in this area. But we've pretty much decided on the bazaar concept. So I forget who came up with that original concept in the comments, but whoever she was, that was really popular. It was really popular in the comments, and it was really popular amongst the players on the server, so we all basically decided that that was a really good idea. I want to say Cuckles does these roads. I keep forgetting. Cuckles has been going by and adding in pig parking at all the main stops, so that you can hop off your pig and get off and walk around on foot. So that's nice. So there's like a pig parking place at almost every house now, pretty much. So let's swing by some of these guys' places and see what they've changed so far. I'm going to head out to Red Beef's place first and see what he's done. He hasn't changed, as far as I know, he hasn't really changed anything inside the buildings. He's basically been working on the outside of his complex. I didn't actually look down in his quarry, but I'm pretty confident he's probably been digging as well. So, I wish I had more to talk about, but, oh, by the way, since this is coming out on what, December 29th, December 30th, I think? I think it's the 29th today. Happy New Year to all of y'all that celebrate the New Year, and that may sound weird, but there are some people that don't celebrate the New Year at the same time everybody else does. So here's basically what he's been working on. He told me the other day that he was working on a wall, and I assume it's all these wood logs that he's got built up. He's got like these little square areas at the corner, and I assume that's going to become a tower of some sort. And I figure he's probably doing the outline first, and then I'll start building it up, but this is gonna, I mean, he's building it out of logs, so it's gonna take a long time. Plus, he's probably gonna want to expand it out a little bigger than his existing complex, so he has room to build. So I see him building it, like, out here somewhere. Here would be another corner, so he's got more room to build here. So, I mean, he's got some trees to chop down, but then he's gonna have to maintain a tree farm for a little bit and see what's going on there. It doesn't look like he's done too much digging. He might have done a couple of extra layers, but not a whole lot. And as far as I could tell, everything inside the buildings has remained the same. So he hasn't really done a whole lot as far as that's concerned. But I think he mentioned that he was out of school now, so he's going to have a little more free time to mess around. So let's head over to Picante King's place, and we had a little discussion last week about how he pronounces his name. I pronounce it Picante because I live in South Texas, and we use a lot of picante sauce. But he apparently pronounces it Picante, I think, if that's correct. Just wanted to clarify that, because he wanted everybody to know that he pronounced it differently. But, I'm still gonna pronounce it wrong. I'm sorry. I've been saying that word for almost 30 years. I'm not gonna be able to change that. Sorry, I appear to have a sore throat of some sort. That's not gonna be able to change my ability to pronounce that word differently. At least not anytime soon. So, with that being said, actually I didn't even check out his place, did I? I just kind of like landed and flew off. Talks about his name and then left. More pig parking. This road that Cuckle's built cuts through a couple of mountains, which is kind of cool. So over here, he's got his farm. Carrots, potatoes, regular wheat. This is obviously his quarry, but I saw a creeper down there a minute ago. You might want to be careful about that later. His chest area. And the mob grinders that he made. He still hasn't fully explained how these things work. And he's got a sign down here that says, "Stand here and zombies will spawn." And they'll gather in the XP room. Spawner 2. I use these spawner rooms to either fix or turn off the spawners. I'll get more mechanical soon. Huh. I don't exactly get it. I'm assuming they're not actually, well, they could be. How is he getting spawners? Is he just lucky that there were 2 dungeons next to each other? But what's weird is he says to stand there for a while and zombies will appear. Which, I mean, we obviously hear. And then they'll fall here. But I stood here for like 10 minutes and nothing fell in. Oh. Well, damn, make me a liar. They're 1-hit kills. You said they're 2-hit kills. Maybe he's talking about punches. But they sure do take a long time to fall. He says as more just start pouring out. What the hell? Well, this is easy. Then he's got a chest here for a bunch of rotten flesh. I actually like this kind of grinder better than the more advanced ones that Yaroon was making on the old server. I don't know why. This one seems like it actually took a lot of work. Well, that makes it sound like the thing Yaroon was designing was easy to make, but I mean, that one you pushed a button and just XP just poured out. Everything was automated. This one seems like it needs a little more user interaction. So there's the bridge that goes through like a hill right there and then continues on. So let's head over to Nick's place. He said that he's been on a little more, but he hasn't really done a whole lot. He did 1 or 2 minor adjustments to his house. But what he's going to be doing over the next, week or 2 is he's going to be working on the public quarry. And I don't really know if I want to show it off yet, because all it is a dirt area. So I think I'll wait until next week to show off the public quarry when we've had time to dig in it for a while. But basically, it's an area where we're going to build, well, build being a strange word, we're going to excavate 64 by 64 quarries next to each other, separated by 2 by 2 blocks. And then once 2 quarries are completed, we'll dig out that 2 by 2 area that's in between the 2 quarries. And then we're going to just sit there and expand that out until it gets uncomfortably large. But at the very least, we're going to do a 4 set. So it'll end up being 130 by 130 when you count the 2 by 2 walls that's going to be in between them. So that should be really awesome. So I think he put these benches in. I think that's new. And then this right here is new, which is kind of like a water elevator to get up into his place. So if you're down here, you can actually climb up the water. Like this. It's totally not like that. But here. Okay. So of course you got to keep your head out of the water. Oh. I swear to God I can do this. It's just been a while since I've ridden a waterfall. Okay, so you keep your head sticking out until the last minute so you can breathe. I'm pretty sure everybody out there has done this once. But for those of you who haven't, that's how that works. So. And then he opened up out here, and I wasn't aware that this existed previously either. Other than that, the rest of his place is basically the same. So, but hopefully he's going to have some work to show at the quarry next week, and we'll go check that out then. So, in the meantime, we'll head out to Baka's place. Baka's made some minor adjustments to apparently the outside of her place. I wasn't able to find anything new on the inside of her house, but let's get over here real quick. Here we go. She's extended this little walkway tower up to her sky bridge, and then she's built like a staircase that's connecting her upper floor to her ground floor from the outside of her house. So you can actually get up here without having to walk through her house, which is nice. Once again, another pig parking place. And then she's continued digging her quarry back here. But most of her work has been done on the sky bridge itself. So, if we follow the sky bridge for a little bit, you'll see that she's extended the pillars underneath the sky bridge all the way to here. And then, if we come over here, you can see her sky bridge spawning in now. We'll cut past some of this real quick. So I guess you are going to see where the quarry is going to be, because the giant public quarry is going to be out this way. It's going to be right over here. The world is not spawning in very quickly. Come on, world, you can do it. There you go. Okay. Here's the river. Yeah, there's no pillars under this section yet, but that takes a lot of time because it's a lot of building up underneath yourself. So you've got to build, like, if you don't want to die, you have to build ladders and whatnot. Alright, so here's where she started putting pillars again, and this is where the corner of the quarry is going to be. So, if you look, like, right here, I'm basically on top of it, actually. There. Now I'm on top. So we're going to go out 64 this way and 64 this way and cut that out and make that a quarry. And then over there is going to be another 64 by 64, and over here, and then in that quadrant. And then once that's done, we'll knock out the little 2x2 walls, and we'll have like a huge 130 by 130 quarry going on there. And then if we want to expand it out further, we can move it out another row of, what at that point it would be 5 quarries on the outside perimeter that would be 64 by 64, and then it would be very big. I can't do math that quickly. What's this say? AwesomeMattG. Yes, my house is that way. And then out here at the end of the sky bridge, she found a village. So she decided to go ahead and stop here for now. She may continue out later, but she hasn't quite decided yet. I think she's gonna, like, rearrange the village a little bit, connect the roads, and clean it up. And the AI for these village creation areas isn't exactly perfect, so when you find one of these periodically, you've got to fix the village so it actually makes sense instead of having these giant roads that go out nowhere and then just stop like 50 blocks out. So if we come down my section of the sky bridge, it actually stops at a certain point because I haven't fully decided how I want it to get to my place, where I want it to land. But this morning as I was zooming around looking at stuff, I think I figured out what I want to do with it. I think I want to extend the sky bridge out to the hill right. If you're coming from this direction, there's a hill right before it goes down into my little, house area. This sign is just me telling Baka to stop building the bridge here, so I could figure out what I wanted to do. But there's a hill, like right here. Here it is. And I think I want to just crash land the bridge right here, where this thing is. I'm assuming Baka put this here too, although it's not centered with the bridge. I don't know what that was for. But I think I'm just gonna have it stop like right here, and then the little gravel road, I'll bring it up to it. I think that's what I'll do, because that makes sense. While I'm here, let me get rid of some of the places I've already been. Baka Nick. Okay. So my house hasn't really changed much. I haven't done anything else to the village because I like it. I think I might actually fill in this area right here with dirt, just so that it's not a sheer drop right there. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with the village as it is. The only thing I've really done is I've been working on my quarry a little bit. I've gone down probably another 4 levels. So, slowly but surely I'm getting that work down. It's going to take a while. It's very big. It's one of my largest quarries I've ever worked on. Not quite the largest, but it's up there. So over here we've got Euphoric's place. I don't believe he's done anything, actually. Other than having the pig parking right here, I don't think anything else has changed. I think he's been busy. But I haven't talked to him in like 7 or 10 days, so I'm not sure. Euphoric, if you're watching this, are you busy? Just let me know. I don't have a problem with you not working on your stuff. I just like to know. Okay, so let's go to Sam's place. I don't want to mispronounce his last name, because I'm pretty sure I will. I would pronounce it Malif, but I'm probably butchering it, because I think he's European. And those crazy Europeans with their weird names. But I mean, his first name is Sam, so I'm like, well, that's regular enough. This is interesting. I don't know what really is going on there. Aha! Let's see what he's doing. Oh, neat. He's kind of expanded his area out here. Got some tree farms going on. And some signs. Hey Matt, thanks again. I don't have books yet, so this will have to do. I only have this house, the wheat farm, the tree farm, and the little mine. Feel free to explore, harvest, and look in my chests. More coming soon. Alright, let's have a look around. He's got a couple of chests right here. I didn't want to look in the furnace. A wheat farm. Pretty basic. I did not see his mine. Oh, duh. Hello. That's cool. Okay, so he did a really quick, simple mine down to the bottom. Oh. He's doing this. Okay. Be careful with doing that, Sam, especially in this area, because you go far out enough, you're going to go underneath other people's houses, where they may have quarries themselves, and then you're going to be digging into other people's resources, and especially if you go my direction. I'm very protective of my quarries, if you haven't figured that out by now from watching my other videos. But yeah, quarry all you want underneath your house. Doesn't matter. So let's go out here to Aztec's place. He said he hasn't really done anything, but he did put a book for me to read. So I'm going to go out there and read the book and see what's going on. By the way, the WTF place that was over here somewhere, the giant village that was covered in a rock dome, Tricky said that he's working on that, and that's supposed to be a project, and so basically I'm going to ignore it until he says that it's ready to get checked out. So I mean, I have trust in what he's doing. I have no idea what it is, and I'm not even going to pretend to guess, but yeah. I'm just going to let him continue. When he's done, he'll tell me and I'll go check it out. But I mean, he did almost the entire spawn area just basically by himself, and I'm like, go for it. Do whatever you're going to do. I don't care. I trust you now. Okay, so he said there was a book near the place surrounded by reeds. Oh, hello. That's a lot of wolves. Golden hose. I'm surrounded by bitches and golden digging hose. Well, that's just great. Okay, so I am not offended by that language in the slightest, but that was a really bad pun. I was kind of guessing that's where he was going when it was golden hose. I was like, oh, he's talking about, like, that kind of hoe. Okay, so we'll cut off my name, Aztec. Nobody wants to see Cuckles' place, right? So I'll just take him off the list. Now I'm going to get some comment from Cuckles being like, no, show my house! You bastard! So, let's head over there. By the way, I wanted to thank a lot of my viewers. During the Christmas Steam sale, a whole bunch of people bought me some games. I think I've thanked them all individually, but I can't remember. So if I've missed you after you gifted me a game of some sort, I want to thank you publicly here. A lot of people just like jumped onto my wish list and found something that was within their price range and was like, buy, send to him. One guy, I think it was Legacy, bought me 3 games. I think he bought me Cube, BioShock, and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. The older one, the one from like, God, I guess 97? I think it's that old. I think it's like 2002. But whatever, it's a relatively older Star Wars game. It's like an RPG. But I'm actually, obviously, if you watch my channel, I'm Let's Playing Cube now. I plan on Let's Playing BioShock now that I have it, because I know it's relatively popular. I'm sure a lot of you would like to watch me play that. I know very little about the game at all, so I don't really know what's going on. But I'll check it out. So, Cuckles is actually on the server. I forgot you were on the server. Hello. Bloop. Okay, so let's go see what he's been doing. Planting trees. Oh, that was him falling. Matt, some extra info about the things in this chest. A couple of you apparently haven't picked up your chests yet. Pufflewiz, Neverlast, Nick, and Nap have not picked up their chests, so come get your gifts. Everyone has a week left to get their gifts. After that, the gifts are going to be given to someone by you, or you can take them for yourself if you want. P.S. There are still notes in the chest in the house. These are not the changes of the week, some extra info. Okay, so let's go check out what the changes of the week are. Obviously, he added a fountain of sorts. Hey, puppies. Oh, it's notes. Built the pig parking lot behind the pig dealership. Built the fountain and the sitting space that fits with it. Made gifts for Salmon Leaf. Anyone who hasn't gotten anything yet, hit me up. Never too late for your presents. Updated roads to 1.2.2. Now has slabs instead of stairs. I guess that uses less cobblestone. Added roads to Pacanti King and Nick. Added pig parking stations to almost every end of the road. Added a pack of wolves. If you want one, make 2 of them breed with raw meat. Added a surprise on the side of the road. It's for you, Matt. Read the book in the chest next to it first. Side note, Tricky is currently too busy to vom on the show. Come on the show, I guess. So for the next 2 weeks, he won't be on. I think I said 2 weeks earlier. If not, it was 2 weeks. Okay, so there's another book by something. I guess it's here? Bloop. Oh, this must be the pig parking behind the dealership. Ah, okay. So I guess it's this? No, those are carrots. Only for Matt. Please read the book in the chest first. Okay. Happy New Year, Matt. I know it's a bit early, but since you won't be filming for the New Year's, I'll do it now. I have a surprise for you. Stand to the right between the cobble fence and the wood block. Between the cobble fence and the wood block? So like here? Okay. After you pull the switch and look away from the road. P.S. After everything is done, put the lever back again, please. Also, the lever is best pulled at night. Use the set time command. Okay. Okay. Set time 12. Oh, actually, it's set time 12, isn't it? Time set 12? What is that command? I think it's just set time, isn't it? Oh. Okay, there we go. Set time 12. Oh, I just typed it right. What is 12? Time set 6? Shoot, is this like 24-hour clock? So that would be 20. Whatever. Oh. Ooh. So pretty. Very nice. Cool. I like that. Neat. They're dispensers. I approve. You were so clever. Yeah! I'm just gonna leave now. Good times. Alright, and our final place will once again be White Aces. One of these days, I mentioned it in one of my previous videos that I was going to start at his place and end somewhere else, and I think I'm going to do that, but I haven't done it yet because when I mentioned that, he immediately responded on that thing, and he was like, no, I like being last. So, I think we'll start at his place one of these days, for those people that don't watch my entire videos. So, let's see what he's been doing. He normally leaves me notes as well. Oops. No notes? What's the deal? Slacker. Okay, so I'm going to avoid the chicken as much as possible, for obvious reasons, and we'll come and see what this is. No one can enter this area until I am done, and not even you, Matt. You will be able to see it soon, I hope, though, so please be patient. Tricky, I might need your help with this. Well, if you need Tricky's help, it's going to be 2 weeks, so... yeah. Ask somebody else, or maybe Puff can help you? I don't know. But I guess that's it. What a letdown. White Ace. We'll see what it is next week, and we'll figure that out. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all next week.